Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. Imagine a lone runner on a quiet track at dawn, the world silent except for the soft hush of feet brushing against the ground. It's still early, the sky aglow with the first blush of morning. Most people are still asleep, but there is something about this time, the promise of a new day, that calls out to those who wish to grow, to prove something to themselves, to become better than they were yesterday. This is not the story of a champion who has always won. Rather, it's the story of someone who learned the real secret to success, one quiet, determined step at a time. The runner's name could be anyone's: John, Maria, you, or me. At the start, this runner had 100 reasons to give up. The first attempt at running a mile ended in aching lungs and leaden legs. Self-doubt whispered that this path wasn't meant for him. The second day, the pain seemed sharper, the disappointment fresher. But deep inside, a small voice offered an alternative. Maybe, if you just try one more time, you'll get a little farther. Maybe, in just one more attempt, things will turn around. This was what the runner quietly called the one more try rule. Whenever quitting beckoned, instead of giving in, the runner promised himself just one more effort. Not a grand leap, not a guarantee of instant victory, simply one more try. After each setback, after each near miss, it was the same decision. I'll go again, just once more. Soon, the one more try rule grew from a mere survival tactic into a guiding philosophy. Each extra run, each incremental effort, slowly built discipline. The aches began to lessen. The breathlessness faded with practice. With every repetition, the runner's capabilities quietly grew. Failure lost its edge, replaced by curiosity. How much more could be accomplished if just one more try was always possible? On many mornings, results seemed invisible. Progress felt slow. Days bled into weeks as the runner honed the art of persistence. And yet, with every step, the runner's story shifted. Grit replaced discouragement. Over time, "I can't do this" morphed into "let's see what happens if I try again." There came a day, as there always does, when obstacles surged. One wet, windswept afternoon, a crucial race arrived. The runner, now seasoned yet still anxious, remembered the one more try rule like a mantra. The starting pistol fired. All the practiced repetitions, the failed attempts, the tired mornings, they coalesced into a single stream of purpose. When energy waned, when legs stung, the runner resolved, just one more step, just one more push. Competitors surged ahead, but the runner did not stop. Each time exhaustion threatened, the rule would speak, one more try. And so, each wave of pain met with one more answer. Each doubt became an invitation for an extra effort. The finish line was a whisper away, so close, yet requiring one final burst. The runner didn't think of all the earlier failures, nor the long path ahead. The focus was razor sharp. Just finish this, just one more. That's the magic of the one more try rule. It takes the impossible and breaks it down into moments. It transforms mountains into single steps, each small enough to conquer, each valuable enough to count. In that race, with the world watching and inner demons screaming, the runner finished. More than finished. Crossed the line ahead of every competitor, heart pounding with both triumph and disbelief. Victory, at last, wasn't the reward for constant winning, but for consistent returning. What made this outcome possible? It wasn't extraordinary talent. It wasn't secret shortcuts. It was the willingness to keep going, especially when the temptation to quit burned at its brightest. Persistence, not perfection, powered the result. The growth mindset is rooted in a simple but profound belief that abilities can improve, that setbacks are not final, and that failure is simply feedback, not a verdict. The one more try rule is the embodiment of this mindset in action. Each effort, even if followed by disappointment, is a brick in the foundation of eventual success. If you look at anyone who has achieved greatness, athletes, artists, innovators, you'll find this pattern repeated. Their early journeys were filled with mistakes, setbacks, and moments of despair. The difference was the refusal to call it quits. Instead, in those pivotal moments they asked, "What if I try again?" What if growth comes not from avoiding failure, but embracing it as an opportunity? Think about the runner's transformation. With each one more try, new possibilities emerged. Resilience was forged in the fires of rejection and defeat. Skills were sharpened not in the comfort zone, but in the discomfort of pushing boundaries, of daring to fail and try again. This lesson is not just for runners or athletes or dreamers chasing medals. It applies to anyone and everyone who wants to awaken their true potential. Are you trying to learn a new skill? Start a business? Overcome a challenge, big or small? Maybe you felt the sting of defeat, the voice telling you it's time to quit. Remember the runner's story. Remember that one more try can be the difference between giving up and breaking through. It's easy to celebrate success, to admire the finished product, but the true triumph lies in the unglamorous, unseen persistence that happens when no one is watching. It's in the decision to lace up your shoes when you'd rather stay in bed. It's in returning to your craft after a setback. It's the courage to say, the next try matters just as much as the last. Persistence is not glamorous, but it is transformative. It's the thread connecting effort to achievement, hope to realization. And it's the core of the growth mindset, the faith that effort brings expansion, and every repetition, no matter how small, brings progress. So, whether you're on your own journey, facing your unique hurdles, or navigating the quiet moments where success feels distant, remember the power of just one more try. After all, victory is not given to those who never falter, but to those who choose to get up, again and again, until at last, they cross the finish line. If you ever doubt yourself, look at the horizon and commit not to the distant goal, but to the simple, powerful act of moving forward once more. Plant your feet. Take a deep breath. Believe in the power of persistence. One more try is not just a rule for runners, it's a way of life, and it will take you farther than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.